Hi everybody and welcome back to Edmonton Aviation, and today I have the November installment for the Edmonton International Airport Update Series. So let's get right into it, starting off right here with this WestJet Q400, which is on the runway about to head out to Calgary. Right over there, about to hold short of the runway, is this Air Canada Airbus A320-200, which is taxiing out for Vancouver after arriving in from the same airport a couple hours ago. Right here is this Alaska ERJ 175, which is taxiing out for Seattle after arriving in from the same airport about an hour ago. Over here, just arrived in from Amsterdam and about to head back out there in a few hours, is this KLM 767-300 ER. Taxiing off the runway after flight in from Mazatlan is this WestJet 737-800 in the old swoop livery still, as WestJet is planning to get rid of most of these swoop liveries by end of this year or early next year, so it'll be sad to see this livery go, but also good to see the WestJet new livery on more planes. Right here we do have a new livery WestJet aircraft, this WestJet 737-800 heading right out to Vancouver. Taxiing right over here is this WestJet 737-800, also in the new livery, which is heading out for Toronto. Right over here, heading out for Kelowna, is this Flair 737 MAX 8. And right here over at the bus gates, we have this Delta 737-200, which just arrived in from Dallas on an NHL charter. Getting some cargo and fuel loaded on is this Air Canada CRJ-900, which is heading out to Yellowknife. And right over here, just arrived in from Yellowknife and about to head out to Iqaluit in about an hour, is this Canadian North -8 100. Going to head over to this side of the airport, just pushed back and about to head out for Denver is this United 737 MAX 8, and it arrived in from Denver about an hour ago and is now heading out to the same airport, of course. Right over here, just arrived in from Houston Intercontinental and now about to head back out there is this United Airbus A320-200. Getting some cargo loaded on is this Air Canada 737 MAX 8 before a flight out to Cancun. Over here is this Flair 737-800, which is going to be heading out to Toronto in a couple of hours. Getting some catering loaded on is this Air Canada Airbus A220-300 in the retro livery before heading out to Montreal. And making its debut in the model airport, my newest model, this Air Canada Airbus A220-300 in the new livery, which is just arrived in from Toronto and will be heading back out there in about an hour. Right here over at the regional gates, this Air Canada Q400, which will be heading out to Calgary today. And just arrived in from Saskatoon and now about to head out to Fort McMurray is this WestJet Q400. Right over here is this WestJet 737-700, which will be heading out to Winnipeg pretty soon. And right over here is this Porter ERJ 195-E2, which just arrived in from Montreal and will now be heading out to Ottawa. Heading over to the final part of the airport, right over here is this cargo jet 757-200, which is about to head out to Hamilton today. And over there, just arrived in from Memphis and about to head back out there is this FedEx 767-300F. And all the way over there, pretty bad view of it though, is this Air Canada Jet Airbus A320, which just arrived in from Fort Lauderdale, Florida on an NHL charter for the Oilers. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back in the next video.